So when you rent one of these bad boys, it'll come in a nice case like this. And here we have several accessories that I'd like to show you. Hopefully the camera can see it well. But first of all, you're going to get the manual with the quick card that Pine has made. The manual is a lot of pages, so sometimes our clients don't have all the time to go over it. So the most key points are within this quick card. Next, we provide calibration solutions that are all within the expiry. You'll have exactly 7 bottles here, and those usually go with our basic configuration, pH, ORP, conductivity, turbidity, and that's last. So with the 6920, I'm going to go over it and how we actually assemble it together, but it does have alkaline batteries. Those alkaline batteries are used for the long-term unintended sampling. We have here is a probe guard. So for both in situ and long-term assembly, long-term monitoring, sorry, you are going to want the probe guard to protect the sensors. And then lastly, if you are just doing low flow sampling, which also is discrete sampling, we have a low flow chamber, which you'll install the top of the 6920 in here. You'll have 2 barred ports that are also provided. They're actually just inside the flow cell right now. And then you can hook that up to either a peri pump or any type of pump that you have to get that low flow sample. Second, lastly, we have our communication cable here. It's a prolific cable and a serial cable with the software. The software is really easy to use. It's called YSI EcoWatch Lite. And when you export your data, it actually exports it as a CSV or Excel, making it that much easier. So you don't really have to play with anything. And then lastly, we have a stand here, which comes with the base plate, the rod, and the handle. This is important because when you're doing the calibrations, it definitely helps you. You're not going to tip the 6920 or anything like that. And we actually have one of these stands set up here. I don't really think you can see it in the picture. We might move the camera here for a second. And even though it's holding up a camera, I would be using it to hold up the 6920. I'd like to actually show you the YSI 6920 and what sensors we have configured on it right now. So I just had my calibration cup here, but I'd like to point out, if the camera is visible, this is our pH sensor, which also has ORP next to it. This is our conductivity sensor. And then the 2 big bulky ones that we get questions about all the time. This one in here with the white plating or the gray plating is our turbidity sensor. And then our other sensor here is our dissolved oxygen. So this unit here is a V2, meaning it has 2 optical ports. So when configuring for it, when we take our orders, we'll configure the sensors up to our customers' expectations or what they're asking for. We'll install it, do the full calibration.